the relationship with Muhammad Yunus with India, the dynamic, where do you think it fell off the cliff, so to say, in the sense that in the initial months after the Sheikh Hasina was exiled to India, Indian government continued with its connectivity projects like opening Petropol border area, I mean, customs depot, upgraded customs depot, whether it is electricity, supplies from Nepal to India to Bangladesh. All those things were continued for a few months, but somehow the relationship never worked. Where do you think it went wrong?
Well, to a limited extent, some of these relationships or the connectivity and exchanges that you are referring to are continuing even now as we speak. For example, the supply of electricity, the exchange of expert manpower that are necessary for carrying out certain repairs and certain technical supervision, etc. inside Bangladesh. These are supports that India continues to provide.
Mm,
These things don't come into the news because these are part of the routine grind, and these things are taking place. And nobody will dispute that, and these things don't are not discussed because these are a part of the political issue. The main problem was that connectivity, transport, exchange of, say, the people-to-people exchange, the visa, etc. These things are a reflection of the political relationship. And every ruler who comes to power in the region, in a way, subconsciously expects that he or she would be recognized by the most powerful state in South Asia, that is New Delhi, the capital of India. And be it the new Prime Minister of Nepal or the generals of Myanmar, there is a tendency to be acknowledged by New Delhi. But you have seen that in the last few months, New Delhi statements have repeatedly referred to the people of Bangladesh. It has not referred to the interim government of Bangladesh. And the meeting that took place between Prime Minister Modi and Mohammad Yunus in Bangkok is now ancient history. And because India has not hosted Chief Advisor Yunus, because the primary problem from Bangladesh's side, again a political problem, is that Sheikh Hasina continues to be based out of India. And not just Sheikh Hasina, but even many of our senior colleagues, be it the former Home Minister who has received a death sentence, including her. It's being said that her private physician is also based out of India. So these factors also have a political cost for the interim government, and it also could not take chances and travel to New Delhi to meet the Indian leadership. So I think the lack of recognition from India was a setback for Professor Yunus's interim government. It has received recognition from China. It has not been hosted by White House, but it has been hosted by multiple former American presidents. Bill Clinton has met. I think Joe Biden also met Professor Yunus on the sidelines of the United Nations when he was the president of United States. So those things indicate that other world capitals have agreed to interact and engage Professor Yunus, but India has not engaged Professor Yunus because it's number one, it's embarrassing for India because Sheikh Hasina is still in India. So how do we reconcile these two opposing strands? I think that brainstorming was not possible to take place in the short period of time over the last 15, 16 months. And so, therefore, this relation was doomed as far as its political quotient was concerned. Having said that, I think India has again shown its support, extended its support to the people of Bangladesh at the upcoming election, and that was in full display with External Affairs Minister Mr. Jaishankar's visit to Dhaka, where he met he met the leader of Bangladesh Nationalist Party and the foreign affairs advisor of the interim government, Tawhid Hussain. But Mr. Jaishankar did not seek an appointment and obviously did not meet Professor Yunus. But the other guests, including the Speaker of the Pakistan National Assembly, the Nepali the foreign minister, they all met the professor, the chief advisor, Professor Yunus. But Mr. Jaishankar actually returned to Delhi immediately after completing those engagements. That is, extending condolence message to Tariq Rahman and meeting other leaders in the parliament premises, without really meeting Professor Yunus. So it gives you a clear indication where India's sentiments are at the moment as far as the interim government is concerned. That they will engage them only till the time it doesn't recognize the leadership of the interim government, because recognizing the leadership would mean something really significant from the Indians, and I don't think India is considering extending that to the Indian government.